That's crazy. Alright. Yeah, any more thoughts about that? Or y'all done?
You about to get kid boo.
I said what I need to say.
Alright, bet. So Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Thoughts? Anybody? Anyone that played it?
Love it.
CB, I'm gonna go with you first. You can go first.
Last night I just put some hours. I put a couple hours into it last night. It was just addictive. It just was like, they give you I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 first because I just went to the warehouse.
Yeah.
It was like I got into it. I just want to play with it for a little bit, and then I ended up looking up and I played like an hour and a half, 2 hours on it because I was trying to complete all the little tasks that they give you. And it was just like that replay value. That game loop that they have with that.
Yeah.
It's addictive. You know what I mean? And then it just bring that nostalgia back. The music is wonderful. The graphics is amazing. And it's a little faster. I had to get used to the speed of it because like that, you know, it's gonna be faster than the older system. But once you get used to it, it's like riding a bicycle, man. It's sweet.
I feel you. Any more thoughts?
Nah, I haven't played it. I meant to buy it, but money. So I think Chaz might be missing his copy. So.
I'm done. This is my first time playing the game. I like it. I never played it when it came out the first time, but this is my first time playing it. I like it. I like the customization with the characters. They give you a lot of different options. I like how you get to customize your own park, basically. Skate park, so you get to customize the ramps and stuff like that. I like games like that because Doom did something like that. Doom did the same thing where you can customize your own game. You can customize your own map for multiplayer or survival. I like games like that. But yeah, it's pretty good. I gotta get used to the skating because, like I said before, this is my first time playing it. So as soon as I get good at it and get used to it, I'm gonna be a pro, like Tony Hawk himself. And I'm
with the sticks.
Yeah, with the sticks. And then whenever CB,
the campaign they got for it, like the campaign, the commercials is nice.
Yeah. And anytime.
Okay, well, let me ask. One of the best parts about the game was the soundtrack. What the soundtrack like? I know they added some stuff on there.
It's like the same. It got the same songs on there, but they got a lot of more songs on there. It's like the original on steroids.
Okay.
Because it's like, I mean, they got some good shit on there. They got good shit. They got rock shit, rap shit, R&B shit, old school shit, new school shit. Like, it's a good mix pie. It don't really sound bad. Like, I mean, it's stuff that I would never think I would listen to. And it's like, I'm bopping to it. Right?
Well, because you know my boy is in there. Sugar Kelly's in the got a song or two on there.
Any more thoughts?
Nah, I'm just glad to hear that the soundtrack was it.
Yeah. Alright.
How?
Ladies and gentlemen, he's playing Fighter Z, so don't mind him. Don't mind him.
Stop that! Like, some bullcrap just happened.
That
was bullcrap on block. So
let's see. Oh, so Prince of Persia is actually coming out with a remake. Kind of funny. Was talking about this on their podcast, and CB told me about it. Like what? Yesterday, right?
Something that they said. It was something that they said that Ubisoft was announcing on their next
Ubisoft conference. Yeah.
Yeah, Ubisoft conference. They're gonna be basically giving a snippet trailer to it.
Yeah.
About making it, and it just got leaked out or whatever. So it's something that people to be looking forward to. The last one that we had was at the time. Did you like any of those? The last one was like the older ones or the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was cool. Chris, did you ever play on it? Any of those?
What was the question again?
Prince of Persia, they making a remake. There's like talks about them making a remake.
I saw like trailers of it like back when I was like in the games and stuff, but I never played. Cause it played more like an action-based Assassin's Creed. It played like Assassin's Creed plays now, actually. Like so.
That's what that is. Yeah, Assassin's Creed was a spin-off of First Person.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I never got a chance to actually play through it. You know, my parents didn't buy me games until I got jobs, so.
Done. What about you, Corey? Any thoughts about that?
I mean, I've never played Prince Perfect games, but I mean, I know that it's gotten some hype from. I saw the leak on it, and people were pumped. People have been asking for something like that for a while now, so it's good they listened.
Yeah, it's good to listen to the fans.
Yeah.
I never played it. Am I hype about it? No. It's Ubisoft. They be fucking up sometimes, so you never know what they might do. So yeah, I'm just saying, man. They be fucking up sometimes, man. They just be fucking up. Yeah. So when it comes to
a hit or miss.
Yeah, sometimes when they come out with it, when they talk about a new game coming out, I'm kind of scared, because when they was talking about Division 2, I was scared, but they kind of clutched that. They clutched it in a way.
You know their secret. They put out an okay game, and then they get reviews, and then they're like, okay, this is what we need to do to fix it.
Yeah.
And that's when they put out a bomb game.
Yeah. They need to keep that up. Like, they need to start focusing on those games. Yeah, because those games they be making sometimes, I'll just be like, what the hell is this, man? You just like, I give Watch Dogs 1 an exception because I like the story, but everything else after that and before that, nah. They had to fix it. What happened?
Watch Dogs 1 is very good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. CCB is good. It's good. Is it better than 2?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. CB, do you have any thoughts about that?
The story is good, but the gameplay I just couldn't deal with it. The driving was just too horrible. It was bad, man.
It was that bad?
It was that bad I couldn't get around it. I couldn't get around it.
Dude, I just felt like it was a copy and paste of like just GTA. Just with some extra hacking on there.
No.
Nah, I wouldn't do
If you want to copy and paste GTA, you play like Saints Row.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Go beat people with dildo bats.
Sure.
That game was a hit though.
Yeah,
it sure was.
Yeah, it went down here after 2. Was it 2? No, 3.
Yeah.
It went down after 3.
Like, they was like fighting aliens and shit.
Yeah, like why we got superpowers, bro? Like
yeah.
3 was like just drastic enough.
They need to make a new Mercenaries game. Those games were amazing.
Yeah,
Mercenaries 2. Ooh boy. Bring it back.
Okay, yeah. Alright, any more thoughts?
Mercenaries remind me of, what is that?
SOCOM?
Not the SOCOM, the game that made the destructive system, where they blowing up everything.
Yeah. Something Armageddon.
I got
Forget what
it.
it's called.
But yeah, I like Mercenaries. Why you saying Mercenaries? I like Mercenaries. That was really good.
Alright, any more thoughts about it?
Oh, nah.
No?
I didn't care for Watch Dogs 1. There was nothing that like kept me going into it. And same thing with Watch Dogs 2. I never even like the trailer didn't even pull me in, so it was something that I didn't even care about. I think to like try. Watch Dogs 3 has a cool concept, but they're not telling us any information on that. So I'm like, how am I supposed to get hyped on something? I'll know anything though.
Alright.
About Legion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the concept of like creating games and whatnot, but like, why am I creating a game right now? So,
got a point.
I just need to wait and see.
I don't know. For me, the concept of Watch Dogs Legions is just a hard no for me.
Damn, I guess I'm the only one hyped about the game. Shit. We gonna see how it turns out.
I know.
We gonna see. Alright, let's talk about this real quick. Ubisoft Forward Conference came out with some new content. With Watch Dogs Legion, welcome to London trailer. I don't know if anyone watched it, but have y'all? No. He said
I didn't know they put out one.
Yeah. So basically, it was just like few new footage for the game. That's it. They just showed like new weapons and stuff like that. Nothing really exciting. but yeah, that's all. So Cyberpunk, the people that's making Cyberpunk, they're basically listening to their fans in a way, and that's kind of good because yeah, like people are kind of scared because they thinking that because when you think about it, if Cyberpunk comes out, you're gonna be thinking that game is gonna be full of bugs and issues because that game looks huge. They're talking the people that made the game, they're talking about it's not gonna be that huge, it's not gonna take up that much space, so don't worry about it. So they basically told their fans you don't need 200 gigabytes or whatever to download the games. Alright, that's good. So they listening to their fans. That's kind of good.
I mean, didn't they also promise no load screens?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. So
that's PlayStation that made that comment.
I thought it was for Cyberpunk.
No, that was on PlayStation.
No,
PlayStation 5
in general. They're like, hey, look at our solid state, man. No loading screens. Oh man. Like, sure, loading screens are a thing, but at least for me personally, like, I want my games to, run smoothly and to work great. Like, if there's a loading screen, I'm fine with that. That can't be like your big selling point is like, hey, no loading screens. Whereas, like, Series X, for example, is like, I want more power. I want, I don't want my game to lag, or if I'm going to pull up my dashboard, I don't want it to take 30 seconds just to come up. So it's, those kind of factors really matter.
Yeah.
I mean, true, but I also feel like PlayStation does anyway have better execution on stuff that they do. I mean, even the Xbox X, I mean, like, I feel like we've had this conversation every, week, but, they can offer better load time, no loading screens, which I'm like, that's cool, but for, big games like Cyberpunk's supposed to be, that's a big issue. Because if you remember, I felt like half the time I was playing, what is that game, Witcher, I was just in a loading screen, every time you left the system, loading into it was so big. So, I mean, yeah.
Okay. What about you, CB? Any thoughts?
I mean, I don't see how they're gonna technically do that. Have to be so big and have it be so massive as they, claim it to be with all these issues that they have within the story.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of data, so I'm not sure how they're pulling that off. But kudos to them if they can't pull it off.
Yeah. Cause fans are kind of scared because they think about it, Cyberpunk, PS4, stuff like that. They're thinking it's gonna be like a clunky mess, and I don't blame them. I don't really blame them for that because Cyberpunk looks big and looks a huge open world. Yeah, it looks like a PS5 game, but at the same time, we don't know how the game is gonna turn out, so we just gotta see when it comes out. I know the game comes out in November, I believe. It was supposed to come out. When was it supposed to come out? I think September.
It got delayed 3 times?
Yeah. It was supposed to come out March, and then got delayed, and then
March, and then it was September.
Yeah.
And now it's November.
yeah, hopefully it doesn't get pushed back because I'm hyped about this game and Watch Dogs Legion. But hey, we gotta see.
One thing is, with all this hype behind it and how massive it's going to be. I mean, at this point, it's a matter of if it's delayed again, like, okay, it's fine. I want the game to work. It needs to work on day one because of how anticipated this game is. Like, they know that now. Like, everyone is expecting this game to be the big one.
Yeah, most definitely.
So,
most definitely.
On top for the rest of the year, basically.
Yeah, supposed to be.
I'm okay with the delay. Like Corey said, I'm okay with the delay as long as the game works. Now, if the game better, you delayed this many times, the game better work.
Yeah,
it's gonna ruin them. If it's been delayed 3 times and they release it, it's got some problems. Like, that's gonna hurt them big time.
That's a fact.
Major problems, like major problems.
And it's CD Projekt Red. Like, they make fantastic games to begin with. But
yeah, I think they're running good.
Yeah, they got a lot of weight on their shoulders, but I have complete faith in CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
Alright. Moving on. So, damn, we almost done. Goddamn. So CB, you told me about The Witcher being updated for the PS5. You want to talk about that? I'm gonna give the mic to you.
Yeah, they said that basically they announced earlier this week that The Witcher will basically be updated for the PS5 version. Be upgraded, have a little bit more juice added into the PS5. So, it was just, that was good news for people that haven't finished it. And I want to really finish it and go back to finish it. They give them a reason to go back to it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like me, because I'm pretty much the same way. Like, I put about 30 hours. And I would like to go back to it. I actually was watching my cousin play the other day. They actually, even on the PS4 system, had wind background and for the trees and stuff like that. So they kind of took some from Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was looking at the game, but that's a completely different game. More vivid graphics, a lot better colors, a lot more vivid too. I appreciate them putting the updates into the game. Just keep calling it out to perfection, basically. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I don't really have thoughts about that part. Well, I played The Witcher, the third one. I didn't finish it. The reason I just couldn't. I kept on dropping it, playing it again, dropping it, playing it again. So hopefully, when the PS5 comes out, they make it more fun to play or more interesting to play. But let's see. Corey, yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, do you have any thoughts about it?
Just it being ported to next gen?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I mean, Witcher is a phenomenal game. It deserves to be made on the next gen. Really, I'm sure there's people who have not played it, and the fact it's gonna have ray tracing and all that stuff. I mean, it's gonna look better. I know the people who have played it already before are gonna want to play it again because of the upgrades. So you got the people that love that kind of thing when they bring games next gen, and then people that hate it, but in the end, it's not for anybody,
Yeah.
It's good. So I'm cool with that.
What about you, Chris?
Dude, I loved Witcher 3. That was actually the first game I've ever 100%ed. I put 200 hours into that game. Before DLC.
Yeah.
And I was super mad because my save data got corrupted when the DLC came out, so I couldn't even go back and do anything. And I was like, 200 hours gone. I'm not gonna play it again.
Damn.
But PS5 graphics, I might go back. There's definitely some things going on with it. One of the things about Witcher is the combat is not that great.
Nah.
Which is, I'm kind of like one of my things that I'm kind of worried about with
I like the
Cyberpunk.
That combat in Witcher 3. Yeah.
It wasn't the best. I would not classify it. If we're talking about like best aspects of Witcher 3, I would not put combat like up there at all.
It looks like he's dancing.
Yeah. Like even when you were locked on, it was just like it just wasn't that good. But I mean, like the story was fantastic on it. Like there's other redeeming parts of the actual game. The story, the fact that you can like research every monster before you fight it, to make sure that you can take on any creature. Like you're not completely like screwed when you fight anybody. And that's what I loved about it. So if it comes to PS5, I'm probably gonna grab it again.
Okay. That's it. Any more thoughts? Alright, CBU saying something?
I'm like getting abused.
About. I was saying something about what?
He was about to say something. He was like, go. I don't know if he was. I don't know. Alright, yeah, but that's it. You good? Alright. Good. Alright, so the PlayStation 5 backwards compatibility. People are not happy about it. People are saying the plan that they have for the PlayStation 5, they're not happy. They saying the plan sucks. So basically, there was an article talking about how there was going to be some people that still had the PlayStation 4. They're going to be able to play with PlayStation 5 owners on multiplayer, but there's going to be some PlayStation 4's games that's going to be available for the PlayStation 5. Not all, but some. Any thoughts about that?
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all of them should be upgraded like that. That's about it. I mean, there ain't no way else around that for me. You're already getting a new system out of there. So
Yeah.
You know, give me some. Let's work something out.
Yeah, as well. Any thoughts on Chris?
I mean, I'm like, it's they're doing us a favor by letting us like play cross save between two, other generations. So, I mean, it's cool that they're doing it, but I mean, it's a completely new system. Why do we need to have backwards compatibility with games? Like, I understand you want to go back and play it. I mean, you could be collectors and like just keep your systems.
Yeah.
If you want to play that game, I'm not really like sure, or just pay for the subscription. Like, it's not one of those things that's like 100% necessary for backwards compatibility. It's like cool to have, but I think it defeats the purpose of like upgrading a system, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
if I could just play my PS4 games on there, like, so. That's just me. I mean, if I get a PS5, I'm not gonna play PS4. There's no games that like I would want to play on the PS5. If I get a PS5, I'm gonna play my PS5 games on there. So.
Yeah, that's the whole point of next gen. Like, you're moving on from the current gen.
Yeah.
You're not moving backwards. You're moving on. But some people like old games. Hey, I don't blame them. Some of them are good. Some of them are bad. Hey, what about you, Corey? Any thoughts about it?
Yeah, kind of same concept. I mean, when the next gen console comes out, like, you shouldn't have to have your old gen console sitting there and just kind of waiting at that point. So like, it's 2020. Like, these consoles need to have backwards compatibility at this point. Like look at the Wii. You know, it had GameCube backwards compatibility, like right off the bat. Like,
Yeah.
they need to come standard with this now, and it's a main feature that people want, and developers and, you know, Sony, Microsoft, all that need to realize this by now. Like, that's a huge, important thing that we all want and need at this time. So it's like, we gotta have it.
Yeah.
It's necessity.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't think it is. Like, it's like.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, everybody wants it, but think about it. How many people who got a Wii actually play their GameCube games? How many people actually still had? Right, but what's the I'm like, what's the percentage? I get that you did because you're you. I know you.
I shouldn't, if I want to play a game that I own, I shouldn't have to go in my closet, dig out my old console, dust it off.
That's the point of upgrading. Like, that's the point of upgrading. If you want to keep your stuff, you want to play this game, you have to go back on that system, and you got to pull it out. Like, that's, I don't understand, like, the necessity of doing it. It's a cool perk to have. Is it necessary? I don't think so, because that's the point of upgrading.
Maybe he wants to play it in HD. Maybe he wants to play it in a good quality rate.
It's still not in HD, even if you do it that way.
All-Stars. Like, you know, there's HD right there, and people are losing their minds over that because we were something like that for so long. But like, you know, it's too like if I could pop in my old Mario 64 and play it on my Switch, I would.
Like 100%. And I get that, like, but I'm just at the point where it's just like, it's not a necessity. Yes, they're remaking that game. That's super awesome, but that's a remake. I mean, would you like to play your 64 games on your Switch? Absolutely. Yeah. Is it a necessity to do that? Like, no. Cause you also gotta think about
how many flexibility of backwards compatibility. That's gonna help out, like, you know, Sony or Microsoft. Like, just having that feature there, being so convenient to be able to do that, it's huge.
I think what people are lacking, think about the business aspect. How is me allowing you to play your PS4 games, like not even just PS4, PS3, let's say go even farther back if it's able to do PS4 and PS3, how's that going to impact my sales? Like, how's that going to improve me?
People are still going to want the newest and greatest, and if they had an old PS3, you know, let's say if they sold it but they still have their games, like, oh man, I can get this new PS5 now. Oh, look at that, I can play my PS3 games on it. Like, that's done deal.
Most people that sell their systems don't keep the games. 100% guaranteed. The people that want backwards compatibility are the people that still have those systems, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, you already have the system, just go hook up the system. 100%. And you're just playing this. You're playing the exact same game on a newer console that's not doing anything.
I mean, if people want to have that ability, they should have the option to do that. Like, it's just throw it in there. Like, they have the means to do it. It's not a necessity, but like, it's a great feature to have. It helps. It benefits everyone in the end.
Right. It doesn't though. It benefits people at home. It benefits people at home. It does not benefit Sony in any way to do that.
I'm not talking about Sony. I'm talking about people, like people that play on that console. It's going to benefit them because they have the option. It's there. It's convenient. It's great. Like,
that's what's wrong. It's convenient. Like, dude, if you want it, go hook up your system. It's convenient. That's all it is. It's not benefiting Sony, so that's why they're not doing it. Like, that's 100%.
That's all that matters.
Well, Xbox can't decide on what they want to do. They can make a powerful console, but Halo still looks like it needs to be on a 360. So
that's because it's still in development. What part of that don't people understand? The game's not done yet.
Still in development, and it still look like garbage. But you know, let's move on.
That's the development process. But okay. Anyway, we won't get into that, or else I'll blow up on you.
I know, I felt it. I was getting there too.
Yeah, this is some good content. Yeah, keep it up, keep it up. Let's go at it. I like this. Let's keep this up. Let's keep this up. Let's keep this up.
I can't focus on this and the game, so like my skills in the game are like gone now. I just don't understand. It's convenient for the consumer, and that's it.
Yeah.
And 100%, I guarantee, even if you put this feature in there, not everyone is going to use it. Not everyone.
Okay, that's fine. Not everyone needs to use it, but it's a convenient feature that can improve sales. People are going to see that. Like, just look at the debate right now. Look how many people are pissed off that it doesn't have it. Like, that's
they just want it.
Okay, yeah, they can still want it.
And they just want it to want it. You're not. What is an example?
Wanting it.
Oh shit.
That's literally the only game. 100%. Them wanting it is not what I'm trying to get out is them wanting it. Whether or not Sony puts backwards compatibility in there or not, Sony's still gonna make the same amount of money either way. I guarantee it.
don't know about that.
I 100% believe they
I
are.
don't know about that.
Because it's not going to matter. Most people got rid of their PS3s, and if you get rid of a system, you're not going to keep the games for it.
Even so, with the people that have, you know, their PS3s or PS4s, like, there's those people that will want to upgrade. You know, they'll have the PS5, and if it has backwards compatibility, you'll be like, okay, cool. This is, you know, this is equal to play on my my backlog. I don't need, you know, I can go ahead and trade in my old PS3, PS4, and just use it on one platform, and it's all right there for me, in front of me. Like, that's one thing that people look at.
My entire thing is just like, why would I want to play an old? I'd rather just play it on that console. I mean, I get what you're saying. It's convenient, 100%. Not doubting you there, but I don't understand the convenience. Like, it's yes, it's there.
That's you though. Like, most people see it that way.
It's convenient. Like, you're doing it for convenience. You're wanting Sony to spend more money for a handful of people to be able to use this feature.
Large handful of people. This is why this is a topic right now. Because of that.
I don't think it's that big. Dude, so many people will talk a big game of wanting to do something, they'll never do it. Like,
okay.
What 100%. Do I want backwards compatibility? Yes. Am I actually going to use it? You get it, you never use it. 100%. Like, that's the thing. Like, Sony's not going to do it. And if they do, great. But I 100% believe they're not going to do it.
Actually, I'm going to blow your mind. So, before we talk about Left 4 Dead 2, the only way we can play that right now, backwards compatible on Xbox.
Which doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, but still, it's there. Like, I love that game. I'm gonna play it. It's got new DLC. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna pop it in my
That's the
Xbox
one
One.
instance. That's the one. Hold on, you just said it. That's the one instance because they're actually updating it. When was the last time you played Left 4 Dead? 100%. That's the one instance though. When was the last time you played Left 4 Dead?
Not too long ago, actually. Like, that's one of my favorite 360 games, and I'm glad it's backwards compatible because there were times where I popped it in. You know, I played with some buds, and it was a good time.
I'll accept that, but you're on 100%. You're only going back. People are only going to go back to it and play. I guarantee you are part of the bare minimum that actually went back and played that game. Most people are only going to play that game because they added new content for it. And if you're going to add new content for it, you might as well just put it on the new system.
I'm not talking about just Left 4 Dead, though. I'm just using an example, but still.
No, I'm saying, like, I'm using your example as an example. Like, dude, the only reason people are going to go back and play it on their 360, like, well, is the update going to be Xbox One exclusive?
No.
Okay, so the only reason they're making it back, and then on top of that, why are you making a 360 game? Why are you getting an update for a 360 game? Like, are you gonna have to buy the expansion for it? Are you gonna redistribute out the game? That makes no sense.
It's free.
Oh, so it's a free update, so you're automatically gonna get the game. Like, can I question, like, on this? Like, am I just gonna be able to go on there? You say it's free, so the update's free, but is the game itself free?
Why would the game be free?
So if I want Left 4 Dead, how am I gonna get it? Other than
you're gonna buy it with money. I don't know. It's so hard for that question.
I'm done.
You're killing my gaming skills right now.
I know. That's great.
I want to say the quality of like fighting this went down from was like mid-tier to just like garbage right now. We're both doing basic combos. But all I'm saying is I just don't understand. People want convenience, and that's it. And that's 100%. That's all it is. Just convenience. And whether or not Sony does it or not, it's not going to make or break Sony at all. Because they are.
It's just something that the fans want, and developers need to listen to their fans because they're buying their products.
You got a point there.
360 game. 100%. You are right. They're buying their products, but they're old 360 games that they're not making money off of. So what is the point?
Still,
I'm not making any money off you doing this. From a business aspect, I'm not making any money off of you doing this.
That's fine. But
so what is the point of you
doing? You're gonna have faithful, loyal customers be like, "Oh, Sony's great because they're doing the thing that I wanted." Okay. Let's go, Sony train. So there you go. It's building that loyalty too. And yeah, you might not be making money off of it, but you're going to make your consumers happy. That's what matters.
I'll accept that.
My man.
So we can move forward.
Rant over.
Damn.
We both put out some good points.
That was Corey Chris's fire topic.
Damn. Yeah.
What'd you say?
I was just saying, y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good?
Dude, this is an everyday thing for us. We argue like this all the time.
Oh lord. Hold up, KC, you streaming?
You said who?
You live? You on YouTube or Twitch?
On YouTube.
Oh, okay. Alright. That was some good content. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, I like that. I like that debate. Yeah. Tell him, Chris. Tell him, Corey.
Talk to your friends like that, y'all not friends.
Tell him, Corey. Tell your points. Don't let us talk to you like that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, Chris.
Alright.
Yeah.
Shit,
I gotta get serious again. Y'all distracted me from fighters.
Alright, this is the last topic. Well, last question. Name 2 games you regret playing. I'm gonna go first. Anthem, that full of shit game, and bull crap, and I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why. And
we about to have a part 2 debate.
oh shit.
I got one for y'all. Y'all ain't gonna know. Y'all ain't gonna say.
So Anthem, that's my first one, and the second one, that's a hard one. What's a bad game that I ever played before? I'm gonna have to say, Batman Telltale series. That one was the worst experience. Yes, no, the game. No. Let me explain. The story was amazing. CB knows why I said this. Yeah. It's because it's like how can I explain it? Every time I was playing, it was glitchy. So there was a moment in the game where Bruce Wayne, he was talking to someone and he was just standing still and his mouth wasn't moving and he was just still, and then he was
got skills like that.
Nah, I ain't know the damn skills. I paid good money for this game because people was telling me, yo, you gotta play it, it's good, you missing out. I was like, I bet. I bought it, played it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I paid good money for this game. I want it to work smoothly. I don't want no Bruce Wayne standing still talking with his mouth. Nah, fuck that. I want to see him talking, moving, and everything. Fuck out of here talking about he got skills. Nah, that's not the skills I want to see. I want to see him moving, talking, all that. And Anthem, you already know the issue with that. Bad. The servers were horrible. Everything just terrible. But yeah, y'all can go.
Look, hold on. Before we get into that,
Oh
Anthem,
shit!
I do not think that Anthem was a bad game. It definitely it was a game that needed to get pushed back. 100%, I believe that. But I believe that because me, Corey, and our friend Greg, we played this game. What killed it was the fact that EA put out the Corey, can we pause this really quick? So
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What killed? There was a couple things that killed it. What killed it was EA putting out EA Access and being able to play it a week before it was even ready. You should know better. 100%. Second thing what killed it, you also put it out a week early without a patch. Like, come on, you knew there were bugs, you didn't have a patch for it. Letting people play it, let people review it without it being patched. So you're going to get a raw, uncut review of a game that's not even out yet. Like, that's bad marketing. 100%. If you play Anthem now, it is a completely different game, and which is why I'm saying it should have. When was the last time you played Anthem, Corey?
When they released their most recent update,
Which was?
whatever event. I don't know, I don't remember what it's called.
Alright, shut up.
Alright.
If you play it now, it's good. They did, but they definitely should have taken advice from. You're trying to make this game into something like Destiny, 100%, which it could have been if you did it right. Could have been. Keyword could have. For the fact that, I mean, you could have easily just played Destiny and just been like, alright, what do I need to do with Destiny and Anthem? What does Destiny have that Anthem needs? 100%. Loadouts. I shouldn't have to go to 2 different screens and wait like 5 to 10 minute loading screens. And 5 to 10 minutes at a loading screen just to swap a gun out. That should be something that's on the fly immediately. I should just be able to open my inventory and I get this new gun. I want to try this out right now. That's day one basic stuff. How do you not think about that? 2, what was it? It was definitely way too glitchy. Way too glitchy. Servers were terrible, and 100%. Servers are always terrible day one. I will stand by that with everything. But something was special about Anthem. What was it? It was what company did that? It was EA and somebody else.
And Respawn? No, not Respawn. What was it? It was something.
Was it BioWare?
BioWare.
Yeah, it was BioWare. BioWare has been known to make good games. Like they have experience in making good games. What was it? Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, yeah.
You had the experience and you had the resources, which is EA behind you. I don't know what the disconnect was, but and then also you put out a game with not that much content.
Yeah.
It's definitely a game that should have been pushed back, but I do not think it was a bad game. That's my thoughts on it.
Alright. What about you, CB?
The first one is Superman N64. That shit was trash. It was straight trash. It came out like around the time I think the Smash Brothers 64 came out. That shit was trash. That's why everybody said it was so bad. That's why you never seen a Superman game. Because it's so difficult to make with him having the powers that he had. The next one, I would say, I don't like, can't stand. I mean, Anthem is up there because it's just how everything went, I would say. But definitely Superman 64.
So Superman Anthem?
Yeah.
Alright. What about you, Chris?
I don't have one. I've never played like I've never played. There's games that I don't think I've ever like just played a game that was just like, this is bad, I don't want to play it. Like I'm going through my actual library of like all the games that I own right now, and I'm looking and I'm trying, but I don't think I've ever played a game that was just like. There's definitely been games that like didn't catch my interest, but I don't think I've ever. I try not to like do this is a bad game, because I mean like so many people put so much time and hard work into like the video game.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some games that I was just like, I have no interest in playing. Like booted up and was just like, I have no interest in playing. But there's not a game out there that I can say I just don't like.
What about you, Corey?
There's one game I remember from my childhood. Back when I used to be able to rent games, I remember I rented this game and I took it back the very same day because it was doo-doo butts. It was Rugrats Scavenger Hunt for N64. That game sucked. God.
I found one.
Talk about it. Option 2, I don't know if I'll get hate for it or not. Advanced Warfare. It did not feel like a Call of Duty game. It was slow. Yeah, the exosuit concept was a cool concept, but it made combat so slow, so clunky. It just didn't. No.
Okay.
The story was bland at most, but yeah.
I found some really quick. Not that I hate. I don't hate these games. They're just games that like I have no interest in going back playing after playing for like 10, 20 minutes. The first one, it was a PS4. It was one of the PS4 free games. No, I actually played the beta of this. The Tomorrow Children. That game made no sense. It was a beta, and I get into this thing where like I just download betas to see what games are like. And there was one called the Tomorrow Children. It drew you in. It was a first person I gotta remember. It was first person. You pretty much walked around. There was no one in this town. And you're just walking around trying to figure out what's going on. And like this little sparkly thing would pop up and you gotta follow it. You're walking around, you're looking at memories, and literally that was the entire beta. No action, you didn't see anybody, you're just looking at memories. And I was like, the fuck did I just spend the last 20 minutes on?
Well, let me introduce you to the world of Steam games.
Yeah, absolutely not.
There are some Steam games that are like that.
The other one, this one's a two-parter. I'm big in, everybody that knows me knows I'm big in the anime. I don't think SAO, Sword Art Online, deserves as much hate as it gets, but the games do. And it angers me. The games do, because they are so bad. Everything before Sword Art Fatal Bullet. Everything. Hollow Realization, Hollow Fragment, are just garbage. 100% utter garbage. And it angers me that I give them a chance every single time they put one out. The flight mechanics, garbage. The fight scene, the combat, garbage. The combat in the flight mechanic, garbage. It's an entire game that should just be thrown away. If we're talking about games that Chris hates, it's everything before Sword Art Fatal Bullet, which is like 3 other games. Why do you keep making these bad games? That's about it. My bad. Thinking about it just made me so angry because I invested so much money, and I tried. I tried because the concept's really cool. But it's garbage.
Damn.
So that's about it.
That's it?
Yeah. That's it. It's garbage.
Damn.
Fucking sucks.
He said it fucking sucks. Alright, folks, that's all for today. That's all the topics that we had today. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Let's do these outros. I'm Positive Gaming.
Hey, Chris, man, apologize for the anger that was displayed.
Nah, that was some good content. I like keep the energy. Yeah.
Like I said, check us out next week for probably round 2.
Round 2, I like that shit.
Hey.